Howdy, 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 howdy. It's a morning. It's a Tuesday morning. And we got Jabus and Chastity. And me. My picture's a little blurry. It should clear up. It usually does. So yeah, Tom said he couldn't do a show today, and he didn't say why, so I thought the show must go on. So here we are. 8 o'clock, Tuesday morning, October 29th. Ron, I was just thinking about you yesterday. I haven't heard from you in a couple of days. Or since before the weekend, anyway. You doing okay, bud? Hey, Robin. Rockin' Robin. Rock. Rockety rock. And there's absolutely zero going on here. Good morning, Chicken Toad. Lags here. All right, getting a crew in here. Getting a crew. You're hanging in? Well, bless your little pea-picking heart. Remember, Tennessee Ernie Ford. You remember Tennessee Ernie Ford? 5 squared. How's it going? Man, price of gold and silver. They can't decide what price they wanna do. Any cool finds? Nope. I haven't shopped for any new inventory to sell in about a week. So, dun dun. Everything's boring. This is gonna be a boring show. Here, I'll put an invite out there. Anybody who would like to come and keep me company? I'm slipping. I know. I did a bunch of listings yesterday. The Lutherans have a bag sale, and you can fill up a big plastic bag for $12. So I loaded up on. It's been like 5, 6 weeks ago. I loaded up 2 great big old bags full of mostly men's shirts, polo shirts and such. I thought, you know what? Those bags have been sitting there a while. I'm going to list a bunch of them. And so I did. So I put up 25 listings yesterday, which is like 4 or 5 times more than usual. Any cool sales? No. I'm looking at my orders here. I sold like 7 things yesterday for $150. So all low value crap, but hey, at least I sold crap. Why is my eBay? I'm getting a spinny wheel. Huh. Bum crack picker. So, you've been going through your inventory piles? That's good. Yep, we're over here, Ping. Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff in my inventory pile I need to test. A lot of it's really big stuff. I have a full model train set in a box. It's a great big box. And I've been going to get it out and test it and stuff. But it would fill up the whole dining room table, so I don't know. That just seems like a lot of work. But I mean, it's a good set. Stuff like that. I've got a kiln, a ceramic kiln. It's not a great big one, but I need to fire it up and test it. And I have a model race car or slot car set. I need to get it out and test it. You won't test? Down the road from Squeakland? Robin sold a set of AO 500 optical. Wow. Some glasses. I've sold quite a few glasses and sunglasses. And yeah, those aviators, they can run into the hundreds of dollars like yours. They're just incredible to find those at a garage sale or estate sale or something. And a lot of times they'll just be mixed in with old prescription glasses that all the nose pieces are all grody and stuff. You know, the ones I'm talking about. If you go to estate sales and you're digging through the glasses bin, you open them up and go, ooh, that's gross. You didn't get your John and I got a sale, but it wasn't very much. Internet intermittent. Well, dang it. It may be my end. I saw I clicked on eBay just then. What the hell? And yeah, I just got a few little. You know, when you sell things, but it's not worth a whole lot, you're sitting here figuring, what's that? Green lens? Texas cedar. I think probably a majority of people are allergic to cedar. When it's pollinating, I try to stay away from it. Makes me sneeze and my eyes water, but not horrible. Now don't get my boy around any cedar. He will puff up like a mofo. Let's see, green lens, but had both. Bennett. Huh, that's a cool pair of glasses. You love cedar? I don't understand the difference. If you got like a cedar chest, um, those are good to keep your old clothes in because moths stay away from cedar. But a lot of people put cedar in their closets to keep from getting moths in their closets. But I don't know why you would. I guess it's the pollen from cedar that sets people off because real cedar is great, not the store-bought crap. Okay. Moth traps are cheaper. Yeah. If you put mothballs in your closet, your clothes just smell like mothballs. What's the old joke? Did you ever smell mothballs? Well, how'd you get their legs apart? uh, so, I'll put the invite up again. If anybody wants to co-host with me or not. do, 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 do. How do you pluck a moth's balls? I don't know. I don't think I've heard that one. Do, do. Yeah, I listed like shirt after shirt after shirt yesterday. Um, and I don't know why I do that, but if I get $10 a piece, that's making a huge profit because I counted up the shirts. I got 35 shirts for $24. So they were like 68 cents a piece. So I have practically zero cost in the shirts. And some of them are pretty nice. I got some Western shirts and Polo Ralph Lauren, stuff like that. But yeah, once in a while, if I need mindless activity on my listing, I just get out a load of shirts and list them. Yeah, it's worth it to me. When I did 25 listings in about 3 hours, what's 25 times 10? $250 for three hours work. And then if my net is around, let's just be conservative and say a net $7 on each shirt. That's $175 divided by 3 hours of listing. That's $58 an hour. Well, none of them have sold yet. Shirts are long tail. Long tail shirts. Michael Jordan, yep. Dun, dun. So, everybody's been talking about that guest that was on Profit Playbook podcast on Saturday, and he was talking about you might not should promote all your listings because your impressions will go up. And if you don't make it sales from all the impressions, then your store starts getting hidden. And I don't promote everything anyway. In fact, I don't promote hardly anything right now. I haven't been. But I do have a ton of stuff in my store that I've had for years and just isn't selling. I do have a ton. So, morning, Sadie.
Morning.
What's up?
Living the dream.
Good.
How about you?
Oh, just over here doing my thing. Lag doesn't promote. Robin promotes about 20%. Do you do any of the promotions with eBay, Sadie?
I do, yeah. I don't promote like most people are, the trending or whatever. I just promote a few percent at a time. I like to run sales more than anything, but I do short sales. Like 1 day sales work pretty well for me personally, anyway. Even with promotions, I'll do very short. I just think short spurts of things is better. You just got to be active with it and do it a lot. Um,
Yeah, Phil, that is the stupidest thing that I don't know if it's the stupidest thing that the Democrats have come up with, but they're
So
gonna they're gonna tax capital gains before it's realized. I'm like, how do you tax money that isn't made yet?
yeah, it's
It's like
pretty ridiculous.
it's like you go to work at a job and the government says we're going to make so much in 2025, we're going to take the tax now. I'm like, well, I haven't worked yet. That's just stupid.
Right.
Where they come up with this stuff.
So did you see Bitcoin hit $70,000?
Did it?
Yeah,
I don't. I think I have $50 in there right now.
I don't have any right now at the moment either. This was a day or two ago. It may have come down a little bit now, but it crossed the $70,000 mark.
I'm going to be in real trouble. Why am I going
They're saying you got a lot of capital gains you need to pay money taxes on.
to? in, in Texas, we call them stupid sons of bitches. Yeah. What is Bitcoin? Ba, ba, ba. Let's see. Quarterly taxes work that way. Not a new concept. Yep.
Well, that's how they base your insurance on nowadays. If you go public with your insurance, that is, they base it on your salary, a projected salary if you get in at a certain time of the year without having.
Um.
I'm having an insurance issue right now. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know what I'm going to do until. Well, I'm good till the end of the year, but I even looked into the public insurance policies, and it's just ridiculous because the amount of money we're going to show this year is just too much to. I mean, I could almost go private just and get better insurance as I can. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So I'm not sure what I'm going to do there, but I got to figure that part of my life out here pretty quickly for my wife's sake mostly. But
Yeah. If you end a job,
yeah, health, JT.
you can do that Cobra for a while. I think.
Cobra.
Yeah. I don't know. How long does Cobra last if once you apply for it? Anyway, yeah, if you lose a job or quit a job, you can apply for Cobra for a while. 90 days.
Is it 90 days? Hey, Kent. I've
So
seen you
that's
around in a while.
that's supposed to hold you over till you get a new job and a Cobra.
Is it?
Yeah. Hang on, I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, I never heard of Cobra. I guess I can check into it. Is it high? That's what I try to do, but they want like 800 or seven, just under $800 a month, and that doesn't cover. My wife's on the Ozempic for the actual reason it was intended for. She's diabetic. They don't cover that. Even the higher plans of Obamacare don't cover it. You can look it up. Yeah, it's stupid. I always said whoever figured out the insurance issue in this country would be president in a heartbeat. And it seems like neither side has been able to make much progress. I don't think Obamacare was the answer, unless you're just not making no money. Then maybe it works for some people, but yeah, yeah, it's crazy expensive, JT. Now my son and his wife, they buy it direct. They were trying to use it as a weight loss, like a lot of people are doing nowadays, and I think they pay 300 each for 6 weeks just for the Ozempic. Yeah, I think some of it depends on the reason you're on it for. I think there's a lot of it, but all that talk about the Biden administration getting a $35 cap on insulin. Well, that's all fine and dandy, but if you're paying ridiculous amounts of money for the rest of your medication, it really doesn't. It's a non-factor. Yeah, Davis, you're right. Yeah, probably is, Phil. It's a racket, and they're going to do whatever they can make the most money doing. If that's killing you, that's what they'll do. Right, Chastity. There's definitely levels. My wife is on a shot. She's pretty serious diabetic. Wow, that's crazy. 7,000 a month. I can't imagine like Ryan Harbor's hope. I can't imagine his medical. I mean, I'm assuming he has some kind of decent insurance. But
Okay.
are you back?
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Alright. Wow. Medical. Yeah. Gage got his first hospital doctor bill yesterday for his leg.
Oh my God!
It's $35,000.
Wow.
Well, that's what they billed. That's
Which part of it was that for? The surgery or?
I think it was the hospital, the anesthesiologist, and the surgeon, and all the nurses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there's still the ambulance ride. We're waiting on that bill, and then there's the emergency room was around 7 grand.
Wow.
So we're up to about 45,000 so far. Yuck.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I mean, and just imagine, most people, I mean, the average person, that would cripple again, cripple their whole financial situation. They'd have to go
mm-hmm.
on some kind of payment plan, I mean, luckily he's got you to help him out some. I'm sure you'll help him some, but uh, most people, that would just cripple them. And no pun intended when I
Yeah.
say cripple. It would cripple them.
Yep. Gage has a rich dad. Yeah. We'll figure something out. Get him on a payment plan. Here, he can pay $100 a month for the rest of his life.
Well, that's the thing. It never goes away.
Send it to collections and let them write it off. Dun, dun. I don't know. Does that, if you don't pay off your insurance or your hospital bills, does that hurt your credit score?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Well, you
sure it
can,
would.
when I bought my first house, well, even my second house, but when I bought my first house, I had a lot of hospital bills. My wife had some health problems, and we had a miscarriage years ago, and just a lot of hospital bills that we had to either pay off or uh, have some kind of excuse. They will take like an excuse, if it's a legit excuse, for, unforeseeable type situations or something. They will work with you. The finance companies will on hospital bills sometimes. At least they used to. It may be different now.
Well, they're going to have to for that amount.
Is it not? Maybe it's changed, been his memories. I don't know. Back in the day, though, it was definitely a part of my whole issue when I was buying my first house.
Medical bills cannot be part of a credit score. Is that true? I don't know.
If it is, it's been changed since. Like I say, it's been a while since we bought our this house we're in. So that very well could be true.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, Chastity thinks so too. Huh.
Yeah. Well, they probably changed it, and they should have. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't count against you. You know, my son's having that problem with the student debt he owes. You know, it's the same kind of thing. They'll definitely hold it against you.
Well, we don't mind paying some. I mean, he did break his leg and they did fix him, so
Right. Yeah. No, I hear you.
they will get some money from us, I'm sure. But
Yeah, I know, JT.
I'm figuring if we can get it down to 20% or so, let's say it goes a full 50 grand, which it very well could. It may go over that.
Right.
That's still $10,000. It'll hurt, but
And that's your
uh,
part, Ron. Ron said he's got a balance of 1.6 million from his transplants.
God
That
Almighty.
I mean, how does a guy? I mean, forget about it.
I worked at Home Depot with another guy that had a
Crazy.
heart transplant. I don't think he ever said how much he paid, but it couldn't have been much. And he had him garner a small portion of his paycheck. And then about 5 years ago, he passed away, so they never got all of it.
Right.
His was up over 2 million, I think he said.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, at that level, what do you do? You just, I don't know. And you can't, I don't think you can put them in a bankruptcy, can you? Even if you qualify for
Did
bankruptcy,
you hear the clock? I got to sell that clock.
50 a month. Yeah, is that the one you're keeping? I thought you said she kept one.
Yeah, the other one is in on the entertainment center.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, this one I'm gonna sell. This one's actually the nice one.
That's a nice looking clock, yeah.
Yeah, I got the it's got the Westminster chimes, but it's got a lever to mute them. So I've got
Oh,
those muted right now.
I got you. Yeah, I got a soft spot for those kind of clocks. Unfortunately, they're just not worth what they used to be, but I still, if I find them cheap enough, I still buy them.
Wonder if we could find a comp for that clock.
Probably can. What's the brand
Let's
on?
see. I haven't looked. Actually, I think this one was reworked at one time or another. I
Oh, it's
think it
probably
think it got a whole new movement and stuff. Let's see.
it's probably had something done. I haven't
Mantle.
started lag. I got about 2 days left on my deck, and then I'm gonna start pounding these listings out. Trying to just get some stuff done around the house.
Westminster clock with
When I start listing, it's gonna be a priority.
Westminster.
I'm gonna go all in, lag, all in. I'll make you proud. Westminster.
Uh, this one's kind of like it. This one sold for $91. It's kind of like that. I mean, it's worth doing. It just like
Yeah,
everything else, I got to get it listed.
right.
Let's see. This one went for 70. That one's kind of like it. They took an offer off of 89. This one went for $100, but it was out of the Great Britain.
Ooh, this guy's got $14 shipping on one. I don't know how the hell you're gonna ship that for $14.
The clock?
Yeah,
Yeah, you probably could.
you think? I think I'm charging 20, $25 to ship that thing all day.
Yeah, the one I have here that I'm going to sell is larger than some. Now this one went for 225.
Have a good day, Ryan.
Uh, but it's a Seth Thomas.
Yeah, that's a pretty popular name brand for those.
Yep.
They're not bad to ship as long as they don't have the big square glass doors that open and close. You know, these type aren't really too bad to ship.
Yeah, I mean this one's pretty wide. Let's see, it's
About
doo
fi-
-doo,
5 inches.
23 and a half inches wide and probably about by the time you add packaging, it's going to be about 15 pounds.
What's the thickness on it?
About 7 inches.
Is it 7?
It's about a foot tall. So there you go. I got lots of stuff to get listed like that. I get to listing a bunch of stuff. I go, man, I'm getting through my death pile, and then I get to really looking and go, nope, I got piles of stuff everywhere.
I'm kind of buried in here now. I got a lot of stuff too, and then you got a lot of small that you don't even realize. So like a tub of stuff. There's a day or two worth of listing in just a tub.
Yeah, I started listing 35 shirts yesterday. I got through about 22 of them.
Well, that's a good day of listing.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
goes pretty quick. Making, I figured I'd make, talked about it a second ago, right before you jumped on. If they all sell, and I realize $7 profit on each, then that's $58 an hour.
Yeah, that's good. That's definitely good.
Bye, Ron. Texas, you can pass off to your county indigent care.
Yeah, I know. Like, I got to get some organization going.
You can pass what you cannot afford off to your county and state. Now, how do you do that? I'm sure there's steps to go through. Actually, the boy that broke his leg, he worked for a company that helped people with credit, and a lot of the stuff he worked on was medical bills. So
Oh
actually,
yeah,
I think he knows more about working with that stuff than I do.
right,
I've never had a medical bill myself that I couldn't pay the deductible off my insurance and go on.
right. But we did only because of, like I say, we had some serious uh, medical issues early in, with a miscarriage and stuff. It's expensive.
Oof. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I don't know if they can sometimes take a payoff or whatever, like they do with credit card debt. Sometimes you can contact them and they'll take a certain amount, a percentage if you pay it all off or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, thanks, Leg.
Yeah, we haven't gotten the ambulance ride yet. This ambulance ride was 45 miles because they took him straight into Waco instead of the local hospital.
I'm sure that's not going to be cheap either.
They'll
Nothing's
try to.
cheap. Nothing's cheap.
Mm-mm.
Helicopter ride 10K. I believe it. Where's Thomas at this morning?
I don't know. He went on Facebook and messaged that he wasn't going to be able to do the show today. And that's all he said. So there you go. As for the Amish rate,
I have a 5x9 storage unit, Leg, that I rented for my personal stuff. It's just full of tools. I mean, it's jam packed full of tools. You can get a lot of stuff in a 5x9 if you stack it right. But
mm-hmm.
if you need to get in and out of it, then it's probably you need to get something bigger. But $40 a month, I thought was pretty reasonable for a 5x9.
Lag was saying I need a storage unit. Nah.
I
If I
think he was
get if
talking
I
to
get
me
so
next.
bad, I've got like 400 square feet here, And I figure if I get more stuff that will fit in here and my carport, uh, then I'm getting too big. Quit
Yeah,
buying. I need to quit buying a while.
I don't think I'd ever get a storage unit for the business, for the reselling business, unless it had to be a very special circumstances. I mean, I live in a 5 bedroom home. I mean, it's just me and the wife. There's no reason to waste money for a storage unit. And I've got a two car. How big's your garage, Ted? Is that where you're at?
Actually, our garage, long time before we moved into the house, was converted to a den. It's like a 2.5 car garage. It's like 400 square feet.
Okay.
So Gwen's got one stash of stuff over there that's got a cedar chest and a bunch of her stuff, and then we got Christmas decorations over in another corner. And
Right.
then all of like our travel suitcases are in here. But other than that, it's all eBay crap.
Yeah, I've got a mixture of stuff. This is a 2 car garage, a little over 2 car garage, and it's probably 300 something square feet. And you can see it's just full of crap, but most of it's not even reselling. But that's one of my projects I got to take care of in the very near future here.
Bum, 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 bum.
So, did you pick up any cool finds the last couple of days, or you been just listing?
I've been just listing. I didn't get much done last week with Gage's leg, so
Oh yeah, I bet
Saturday, Sunday, and yesterday I've gotten a bunch of listings up.
we're gonna do a yard sale Saturday.
Are you?
Yeah, at my son's house.
That's a lot of work if you do it right.
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff that isn't really eBay qualified, but still cool. That kind of thing. Show you one of my shelves. It's just shelves of this kind of stuff right here. I don't know if you can see much of that, but cool little trinkets and knickknacks that probably would do great at a yard sale. Just not quite good enough for eBay. You know.
Oh yeah. I only do one garage sale a year in April. Our county has a garage sale, so I get a lot of traffic. I've done pretty good some years. This past April, I only made like 500, but some years I've done like 1,200.
Yeah, that's great. Well, they had that apple butter festival last week, and they shut the whole road down in front of my son's house. And he sells water and soda at the end of his driveway. And his buddies come over and set up. One guy's an Amazon pallet buyer. He set up at the end of the driveway. He had a bunch of tables out there. He stayed busy for 2 days. He did about 6 grand in 2 days,
Dang,
and I think my son made about, I don't know, $1,000 in water and soda, something like that.
that's good stuff.
Yeah, my granddaughter is even getting in the mix. She's 11, and she was making them little beaded bracelets,
Hmm.
and she did about 400.
Dang. Robin says that Nabisco saltine can is 15 bucks plus shipping.
The saltine can is. Yeah, I haven't looked that stuff up lately. It might be close to being worth listing some of it. Well, it depends, Leg. I'd love to go full time, but I got to get my insurance worked out. It's the $1 million question with reselling. What are you doing for insurance?
Hmm.
I'm not quite old enough to get Medicaid, and
Medicare.
or Medicare, yeah, whatever, whichever one it is.
Bum, 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 bum.
But if I can work it out, that definitely would be the right Medicare. My bad, JT. Take it easy, JT. Take it easy.
Uh,
Oh man, thank God for these little shows in the morning because they keep me sane. Believe it or not.
Beard does that Christian insurance. Yeah, it's real work to make enough money reselling to pay for your
Oh, I think you got me on the
health
full screen.
insurance.
And you got me on the big screen, Ted.
Oh, because you were showing your stuff,
Yeah.
and then I
No,
forgot to
that's
take it back off. Look at you all organized with your paperwork there. You got January, February, March all lined up there.
who?
In your rack there behind you. That looks organized.
Oh, which oh, I see my papers over here.
Yeah.
It's not as organized as it looks. And there's baby Sadie.
Baby Sadie. I think I have a picture with a ball like that.
Yeah, I think it was pretty common back in the day.
Christian Healthcare Ministries.
Karen. Hmm.
The cost sharing group can. Gwen had a test. She got E. coli several months ago.
Oh wow,
And one test, they sent a bill for $1,800,
Jesus,
and her insurance wouldn't cover it.
really?
I mean, she's on Texas teacher retirement health insurance, and they wouldn't cover it. I'm like, you sorry dogs? The
Insurance insurance
doctor,
companies are so stupid. I don't get it.
how can they just say, a doctor gave her the test, and how can the insurance company just say, oh no, we don't cover that?
Right?
That's some bullshit.
That is bullshit.
And the hospital said, well, you can, if you're paying with cash, we can do 833. And we didn't have any choice. I had to just pay the 833. I'm like, God,
Dang.
that sucked.
Insurance companies
Uh,
are the damn devil, man. I swear.
no. And this, once you turn 65, you switch off of teacher retirement health insurance to Medicare. Now, Texas teacher retirement has a health insurance plan with Medicare, but we didn't do that because it's one of those advantage plans, and advantage plans are great if you never get sick.
Right. So you're
But
basic. You kept your insurance, is what you're saying. Your retirement insurance. Is it better in some ways or what?
no, I don't have retirement insurance.
Oh, okay. But that's what Gwen is on still.
Yeah, she's on it until she goes on Medicare.
I got you.
Once you reach 65, then you switch to Medicare. And then I pay like another $140 a month for Gap. They call it Gap insurance.
Right.
And then I have a drug plan. So I have Medicare A, B, and then I have a Gap plan, and then I have prescription plan. And
I got you.
prescription plan is it's only like uh it's like $400 for the year,
Uh huh.
but it's got a like a about a $600 deductible.
And that's where it stops. That's the max.
So you pay off the
600 first, and then everything else is covered.
right.
Got you.
Oh, pretty much. I go get my 90-day supply of pills after about June, and then it's only like $25 to get my pills
Right.
every 90 days. Jabez said I would counter the 833. Hmm.
That's the reseller in Jay that's coming out.
Well, I might should have done.
Yeah, you never know. You can't. I mean, it can't hurt to ask. You know. Would you take 600 today? Is the question.
Yeah, your plan is 145 a month, no deductible. Dang, that's cheap.
Dang. Well, he's over there in Canada though. They do have better.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't, I've heard mixed, but I guess a lot of people say it's pretty decent insurance.
yeah,
The
but
price is
their
right.
their income tax is a whole lot higher over there.
Yeah, it's a give and take for sure. I'm sure.
Because a lot more of their income tax is healthcare stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sure it is. Gosh, probably higher taxes.
Yeah, super high taxes.
Yeah.
I think
Hey,
my
Swamp.
taxes
Good
are
morning,
high.
Glenn. You'd think out of all these politicians, somebody would have the answer to the insurance issue in this country, but I'm pretty much convinced they don't want to fix it. Well, the election's
Greens.
what, a week from today?
Yeah.
They're trying to get gambling, sports gambling here in our state approved.
Yeah, where's the ching?
It is Tactical Z. Sure is. One and only.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, lad. Get out and vote. Very important, regardless of the outcome. At least put your 2 cents in the pot.
So your 140 something is kind of like a gap insurance for dental and stuff like that. Or an ambulance ride, yeah.
Huh.
Dun, dun. So if you get sick in Canada, you need to be able to have a ride to the hospital.
Right.
Otherwise, you
Right.
have to pay some extra.
It sounds like all the procedures are done though, are taken care of though, so that's the expensive part, you know.
Hmm.
But I don't know what their taxes are there, so I can't begin to comment. I'm no expert on any of that stuff. All I know is I'm having problems finding insurance at a decent price right now that covers everything we need it to cover. Maybe I need to move to Canada, pay the higher taxes. I go stay with Josh, help him list some of his antiques. I like antiques. He's
Yep.
got a hell of a big antique store on eBay, man. I mean, he sells some antiques.
I think I've got his store bookmarked, but I haven't looked at it in over a year.
I looked at it a while back, and I was just really impressed with the amount of knowledge and stuff that he. I mean, even his detailed descriptions are pretty incredible. You know, the stuff he knows about all the old tin types and pictures, and there's a lingo for all that stuff if you're educated on the matters. And he sure seems to know what he's talking about. So you been playing any poker?
Yeah, I play most evenings. I ain't doing any good.
No. I've been
No.
kind of laying low. I've been tired in the evening. I've been working harder here than I think I was when I was working for the guy. You know,
Did you get your deck finished?
it's no. I need posts and railings. I hauled all the wood off yesterday, all the old stuff. I need posts and railings, and I've got the length cut on the post. I just got to trim them down and notch them out and all that stuff, bolt them on. I mean, a lot of steps, but I'm down. I'm getting down there. It'll be done in the next couple days.
All right. I thought I saw your guns were a little bigger, from lifting stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You looking pretty strong there, brother.
My back's a little more sore. I tell you that. 16 foot 2 by 12 ain't light. Ooh, man. 44% income tax, 13 on all purchases, 50% fuel
Sheesh.
tax. Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure if the offset's worth it. Well,
Oof.
the bad thing about is that across the board, Josh? Because the bad thing about it is healthy people are paying I mean, you know what I mean? Uh, that's where that's where I get confused. Why should a young healthy person have to pay that kind of taxes? You know, I mean, I guess you're just prepaying for your care later in life. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that or not. I don't know.
44%.
Is a top income tax rate.
Sheesh.
Damn, those are some hefty taxes, man. Do they
Mine
have?
went up last year. I went from like 16% to 22%. I'm like, why did that happen?
Now, do you have to file every year like we do over there, Josh?
Well, I'm
Which is
sure they do.
which is another thing that should be revamped. I think they should do away with the filing system and figure out a way just to tax people on what they're on the transactions. You know, each transaction, because that's where people get hurt the most. You know,
Hmm.
at the end of the year, they end up owing 20, 30, $40,000 and aren't prepared to pay it. and then they get behind, and then they give up, and then it's worse and worse and worse. Uh, there's got to be a way to just tax each transaction that people make and call it a day. You know, I wish I could pay my taxes when I make the sale. I'll be honest with you, and not have to file.
Oh yeah. Bum, 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 bum. So I see your name on here is son number 3. Who's son number 2?
Oh, don't you have two boys?
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you
I
were
mean,
talking about
no,
lag and
no, I'm giving your two biological sons natural preference, and then
oh, okay.
and then me. I don't expect a full split of the share. When the time comes, just honorable mention.
Uh, lag, I wrote you out of my will a couple of years ago.
25 lag. Oh, you're asking for a lot.
If we could put some tariffs on the Chinese to sell their stuff in the U.S., we might not have such high taxes here.
I don't know how you do it, Jack. Cost of living and housing and stuff over there.
Uh, Nixon put us in bed with the Chinese a long time ago now.
Yeah, and it only got worse.
Subsidizing their shipping to bring their crap over here. And we've never gotten out of that deal.
No, and we're in too deep now. You can't just cut it off. We get half our shit from them,
I know.
or more, probably more.
I know.
Once you
Yeah.
start selling off your country to other countries, you get to the point of no return. Where you're just so dependent on them, they got you by the nads.
There's a Chinese company bought land in our just about 5 miles from here, and they're putting up a solar panels.
Yeah,
I'm like, how does China get to buy land in the U.S.
and
and
that's
then
probably
they're going to make electricity that they're going to sell to the U.S.
yeah.
I'm like, how do they get to do that? We can't go to China and build anything and
Well, and
set.
they shouldn't be allowed to do that, and that's probably just a front for some bigger picture they've got going on. You know,
Yeah, I mean, if they do it in our little county, how many other places they got their fingers into?
right? Oh, it's worse than people think. It's scary bad. Have you ever looked at one of them maps about Chinese owned land near government properties and military bases? It's scary as hell.
You selling some scrap sterling, huh? It's a good time to sell. Silver's up. Let's see, what's silver right now?
It was pushing $40, wasn't it?
No, it got close to 35.
Did it?
Right now it's $34.37, which is this time last year silver was like 25. So
Yeah,
if you got some silver, you kept up with inflation for a year.
yeah.
That's why you buy silver.
I've always liked silver.
Bum, bum.
Oh, I'm sure Canada got their fair share of immigration issues just like we do.
Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Dang. So everybody in Canada lives in apartments pretty much?
Well, it sounds like it's damn near impossible to afford a house. Once you pay the taxes, who's got money to buy a house?
Bum, bum, bum. Golden grams. 20% down on a first time purchase and pass a stress test.
Damn,
Sheesh.
20% down. He said the average home down there is $1 million.
Crazy. Bum, 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 bum. Well, I got some orders to pack here. Let's see. What have I got?
Yeah, I need to get started on my deck. The morning chill is it's starting to warm up, I guess.
I got some darts. I've got a hydration mouthpiece. I've got Bentley key rings. Sold some more electric plugs. Those electric plugs, that's been a good buy.
Yeah, that worked out for you, didn't it?
Yeah, I spent $160 for those plugs, and I'm making about $2.50 on each plug,
I love those
and
kind of buys.
I bought like 1,500 of them. So by the time they all sell, that's almost a $3,000 profit.
Yeah, that's all. I love those kind of buys. That's like them door light and window latches I had for so long. I finally sold out of.
Yeah, I bought that pallet of plugs. It's at the same auction that I bought the toothbrush holders,
Right?
but I only
Wouldn't you
paid
like?
11 bucks for that whole pallet of toothbrush holders.
Wouldn't you like to have 1,000 listings of nothing but stuff just like them plugs, though?
Yeah,
Just
that'd be the way to go if you can find deals like that.
well, and it'd be a way more easier way to
And I'm
maintain. To maintain your sales. It'd be way easier if you're buying it.
Yeah, and I'm kind of stupid because there was like 4 pallets of stuff like those plugs, and
Yeah,
I
you
should
got
have bought them all.
well, you got to be careful though, or you end up with 90,000 toothbrush holders.
Yeah, I sold a shirt. I sold
I
some
mean,
more vacuum cleaner filters. I've had those for about 4 years now.
don't listen to
Nip
me. I bought 60 nippies uh, Saturday. So
nippies.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I bought 60 pacifiers there. Well, in my defense, they actually do sell, and I paid 50 cents a piece on average farm.
Hell,
Same kind of deal.
Band-Aids are okay. I've sold enough to be in the profit. They're slow sellers too.
Yeah, but I'm okay with slow if as long as they sell. That's the thing. I mean, they need to sell. I like to sell one a week. I mean, at the worst case scenario.
Yeah, and I have on the electric plug. The Band-Aids are going slower than that.
Yeah. No, you're doing great on them plugs. What time is it? Yeah, I better get going.
Yeah, yeah, I'm way. I've already probably at least tripled my money on electric plugs, and I've still got way over 1,000 of them.
But what was what'd you pay for the toothbrush holders?
$11,
For all of them?
all of them. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it was a 4 foot high, 4 foot wide, 4 foot wide pallet. It was like 2,500 toothbrush holders, and I haven't sold a single one.
I see those things every time I go through Walmart and I think about you. They must sell at Walmart because they got them there every time I go in there. Big old bin of them.
Yeah, I gave a bunch to the Lutherans, and they're selling them for a quarter a piece. I bet they made $11 on them.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If you had a place to move them at a quarter a piece, you'd be all right, you know,
Oh yeah,
because people will buy one or two. They just don't want to buy 10 or 20.
that's a cute puppy.
Yeah, that's Milo. That's Milo. It's my Bubba. Right? It's my buddy. Yep. We're getting really attached lately. I don't know how it's going to be if I have to go back to work. They're going to go crazy.
Hmm. All right, folks. I don't know if Beard's going to do a show tomorrow. He's been kind of
Yeah, I think he's.
s- slacking off the YouTube lately. He didn't do a show Friday night.
I
He
think Kent
hasn't.
said he's been focusing on his business pretty hard this last week or so. I
He
get
hadn't
it.
even commented on mine or Tom's show. So
Yeah, he's incognito. I think he's. Hopefully everything's okay for him, but I think he's probably just focusing on his. I did see him comment on John and Jenna's show, so
yeah.
he was his normal self on that show. So
I mean, sometimes you just got to quit piddling around and go to work.
right, get off your ass and go to work, like Grumpy says.
Yep.
Yep, that's what I need to do right now.
All right. Me too. All
All
right,
right, all.
folks. We'll see y'all tomorrow. If Beard has a show, if not, we'll see you Thursday on Tom's.
Thanks, Todd. Have a good one, everybody.
Goodbye.
Later.